What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Live, but not really live. On location, 2022 Beer Tuber Palooza in Albany, New York. I am joined by
Keith from 93 Lumber.
Spell it out. Don't make me come after you.
93 Lumber, spell it out.
Yeah. And then we got the better half of FLX beer reviews.
Some would say the other half of
Nobody
FLX beer reviews.
Nobody says that. We don't know who says that. So go check out. I know, I made it off camera and then I realized that was the other half. And then what I was thinking is get fucked, Dad. Get fucked. Anyway, go check out the channels, links in the description box. I have a beer that was sent to me by a friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Jesse, all the way out in California. And it comes from a Sante Adairius Rustic Ales. And it is their Saison Bernice. And it's motherfucking batch 22 sounds.
Dang, for 2022 Beer Tuber Palooza.
So this is a Saison that comes in at 6.5% alcohol volume. No IBUs listed, although they might be. I just didn't check. And I think this batch may have been released like in March, so probably around 6 months old.
Oh, so it's this year?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Right on, okay.
So yeah, so on the side here they have a spiel which we will not read until the end when I forget and I don't.
How will I do? Tasting notes, you know, all that good stuff. You got that?
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah, no.
Do you want me to open it up?
Do you want to jump cut this one?
No, we got it.
Okay.
We got it. We're gonna just
Joe
throw
loves
shit on
jump
the floor.
cuts, so they call him Jump Cut
All
Joe.
right, give me it up, baby. Oh, baby, 6.5 thing, you get a full pour. I'm just kidding.
With the beer.
It looks like a crystal clear beer. I'm pouring way too much, baby.
Oh.
Now, Bumpy, do you want some off camera? Now, Bumpy from Brib is off camera.
You just hammered.
Yeah, everyone's just drinking it all.
Jesse's here. He's hanging out.
All right.
He's got to drink something.
So
that is.
I'm getting Saison.
I'm getting dirty glassware mostly.
Me too.
So, yo, you're getting Saison those for
I already get the funky hay.
Yeah.
Okay. It also looks like funky.
Well, the reason I brought Mike in, to be honest with you, is Mike is somewhat still unfamiliar with the style. You've had a handful, but like not like a true like non-adjunct like Saison Farmhouse Ale.
I can't tell you if I've had a non-adjunct one, so I'm really excited to try this.
So it has a nice clarity, but there's a little bit of murkiness in there, so it's not crystal clear. But there's it had baby, it's cold.
Chilies on this
baby, that condensation through the roof. Finger, bright white, somewhat fluffy looking head. It looks nice. It looks like a Saison, like you kind of expect. So let's nose it out.
Do it up.
I've never said that in my life. Here we go. Oh yeah. So it's so.
Okay, so having a non-adjunct Saison like this,
What are you getting? Because Keith and I are very familiar with the style, so
like I very much get that like hay,
yep.
kind of wet hay, but there's like a lemony zest citrus note to it, and it's like a damp, dewy morning kind of in a barn, and it smells fantastic. I love it.
By the way, they're out of Capitola, California.
That's a meat. It's an Italian meat.
Maybe that's Capicola.
It's Gabagool, California. I believe it.
So what you're saying? Yeah, I mean,
is that what I'm looking for in just a base Saison?
The only thing I'm getting that you're not a little is I'm getting a little stone fruit, like a peach apricot kind of like closer to the pit of a stone fruit.
Okay.
That's what
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Peach pit.
Yeah.
Just to be generic.
Yeah, outside of this, the farmhouse, like, it's not as barnyard funky. It's more, like you said, hay, little bit of the barnyard funk, not much, but that lemony, zesty, pitted stone fruit, has that little graininess to it. It honestly smells like it's going to be fucking super refreshing.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
I think I like that kind of yeasty aspect is way in the background.
Yes.
And that lemony zest is much more prominent, so I'm more inclined to enjoy this.
Man, it honestly, as far as
like dying to die.
As far as like this is probably like a core 4 kind of like Saison. This fucking smells dying. It really does.
So I'm waiting for this to be just like an enamel stripper.
Yeah. Cheers, boys. Thanks, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Other Jesse. Jesse in California, not Jesse in New Hampshire.
Oh my gosh, that is enamel stripping. It's tart as hell and it's delicious.
Oh, it's okay. It's not bad. No.
It's tart as hell.
It's tart for him. It's fucking delicious what it is. Yes,
It is tart.
I said it's tart as hell and delicious.
I would not argue, but we're gonna argue. I would argue this.
Okay.
It's more acidic than tart for me.
Okay.
But you're not wrong, Mike. You know
It is.
why?
It is.
Because it's your fucking palate. You tell people
Thanks,
what
guys.
you think.
Thanks, you really make me feel included.
But everything you got in the nose kind of like I think the lemony kind of burst is there. Like it's a zesty, slightly juicy like lemon, like almost like you like took a quick bite of like a lemon slice. Just quick, real quick. You know, not crazy like.
Let me change it. It is more sour.
You would say more like sour, acidic as opposed
It's
to
acidic, yeah, and I think I get a little bit of an orange rind.
Yeah.
Like now.
They're the melange of citrus characters, daddy.
And I would say that stone fruit pit thing is there, but it's not as pitty as in the aroma.
And it's like an under-ripened one of those because
Yeah.
it doesn't have the sweetness you'd perceive as you get closer to the pit of some kind of over-ripened like peach or apricot. It's more like, oh, it's a little tart, a little juicy. It's flavorful, but not the sweetness. You know, listen, for like what, like stylistically speaking, this is great. Yeah, it really is. Like, if someone was like, hey, you want a 6.5% saison? Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this.
This is what they were handing me every time. I would take it.
And the balance too, like, it's not super sweet. A little bit of sweetness up front, but there is a nice dryness on the back of the palate. Yeah. I would say the one thing that doesn't carry over from the nose as much is that, like, the wet hay barnyard thing isn't as intense in the nose. I think the citrus kind of plays with it more in the taste. What do you feel? Big dog?
You said citrus more than taste.
I said that if in the nose the hay and like the barnyard was here and the citrus is here, they've kind of leveled off in the taste where you're getting a little bit of everything. Yeah. I don't think one's kind of fighting for supremacy. They're just kind of blending together.
I think, you know, what really threw me is I'm so used to having beers that are supposed to be, you know, sour, but I always get tart. So then immediately, like, my first reaction is like, oh, that's tart. And I'm like, no, it really is sour. This is a sour, teeth-stripping beer. Like, this is really pleasant.
This, I honestly love this.
I really like this.
I felt like, again, I know that they make good beers. I've had a couple of them. As far as, again, a core 4 is Mad Over Mass beer, which you say 4 core, or, yeah, 4 core. Core 4. This is great. You don't need adjuncts. You don't need a bunch of crazy shit going on, unless they did, and then maybe they did. But let's read the side here. And
there's gonna be like 18 adjuncts in it.
No, it's just a saison. Oh, long, slow aging in stainless steel tanks. Yeah, so that's all the farmhousing is. So yeah, there's nothing in here that is outside the box. So
It wasn't in wood at all?
you would think it would be, right?
It smells
Because that
wet
dryness is almost 10.5, baby. It's fucking delicious. Rating out of 5. I know you don't rate, but I love when you rate on the channel.
I would say this is like 4 something.
Like mid 4s. Yeah. I'd say like low 4, 5, 4, 4.
Okay, I was gonna give it a 4 through 5. I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going on like not ever having this style of.
Huh?
4.7.
He took it. So Jesse from Bumpy Road is off camera. He took a sip and he was like,
It's
like freaking
it's
out.
a lot like Allagash does a peach, a farm to table peach one.
But this is without like actual fruit, which is even more impressive.
I'm going on like you said. I haven't had this style very often, so let's just call it an introductory try into it. And I'm like, this is really good. I'd like to have more. Like,
Yeah, for sure. So huge thanks to Jesse. He sent me a nice beer mail and he sent me a couple 750s. I don't think I'm going to review the brewery barrel aged Neapolitan stout. We'll have to maybe we'll do that when we meet up.
Winner, we're gonna do a winner.
Too many beers here, but I had to pop this
Keith,
open.
come on up when we
Wanted
do
Keith
this, I mean.
and I wanted Mike because again Mike's drank a lot of beers, but when it comes to the style specifically, he hasn't had a lot.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see a take from somebody who doesn't drink a lot of style, somebody who does drink a decent amount, and somebody who does as well. So huge thanks to Jesse. Thanks to these guys.
Yeah, thanks
Keith,
for having me.
93 Lumber spelled out. Links in the description.
FLX
Link.
beer reviews also spelled out.
Well, I'm gonna do I spell out Finger Lakes beer review?
Dear God, no, it's just FLX. It's just FLX. No more spelling. We're done here.
It's over. So, oh yeah, price and availability. I have no fucking idea. Like, I just don't. So, Jesse, post in the comments section. Let me know what you paid for. If you can get it relatively easier, if it's like brewery only. I know a lot of people refer to this brewery as Sarah with the Sante Adairius Rustic Ales. And everybody speaks highly of them. And a beer like this, I see why. So, thanks to Jesse. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to everybody.
Appreciate it.
To the next one.
Cheers. Cheers.
I'm glad I popped this because this is delicious.
And scene.